Hello friends, in this video, our lovely friend and I will guide you through a full class of Qi Yoga practice. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, remember to subscribe. Now let's get started. We'll begin in extended child pose. Come onto your mat. Bring the big toes to touch, knees open wide. Walk your hands forward and rest your forehead on the mat. Right away, connect with your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Feel your spine lengthening with each inhale. And feel your chest get a little closer towards the floor with each exhale. You might engage the Qigong breathing techniques by placing the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Still in through the nose, out through the mouth. But with your exhale, pull the pelvic floor up. Squeeze the muscles in the region. Return your breath to neutral. Lower your elbow to the mat. And now you feel you're drawing the elbow towards your hips. Feel the sensation on your spine, on the back. Inhale, lengthen the fingertips forward. And then elbows down. You maybe lift your head off the mat and draw the elbows towards the hips. Feel the shoulders. Feel the thoracic spine, the lengthening and the engagement. Relax here. One more cycle of breath. We're going to do that one more time. Lift your head slightly off the mat. Elbows firmly on the mat and draw the elbows towards your hips, towards the back of the body. And relax. Gently rock your head from side to side. And come onto your fingertips. Walk your hands off the mat to the left. Place the right hand over the left. Walk your hands back through center to the right. Left palm over right. Walk your hands back to mat. Inhale, rise to tabletop. Exhale, lift your knees off the mat about a ½ inch. Hammer cat. Engage the core. Lower the knees down. Now inhale to a cow pose. Drop the belly and lift your gaze. Exhale, hover cat. Lift the knees up. Inhale, lower the knees. Call, pose. Exhale, hover cat. Lift the knees off, half inch from the mat. Lower the knees down. Back to a call pose. And now with the next cat pose, send the hips off to the right. Keep the navel tucked. Then draw the hips towards the left. Back to a call. Lift your chest through your biceps. For the next cat pose, tuck the navel and send the hips towards the left and draw all the way to the right. Back to call. And 2 more cycles of cat cow. You can decide on the range of motion. Last one, hips off to the left and draw to the right. Back to neutral tabletop. Press down the left palm, turn the right, the back of the hand facing the mat. Apply very gentle pressure on the back of the hand. There's the action on the inside of the arm. Turn the twisted arm facing forward. More pressures on the left hand, but feeling the stretch on the forearm on the right side. We're going to switch. Press down the right palm, flip the left, back of the hand touching the mat. Very important to have this elbow action. Turn the twisted elbow facing forward. Press down the right palm. Keep the chest lifted. Flip the left palm back to neutral tabletop. Step the right foot forward to a low lunge. Press down your fingertips. Keep the chest lifted. See if you can lift the back knee off the mat, half inch. Hug the front knee towards the midline. Release the back knee. Now send the hips back, half split. Walk your hands back. Here you might use blocks. Maybe have the blocks 1 or 2 on the side. While in this half split, or continue on stable yourself with the fingers. Toes are pointing down, or pressing against the mat, finding the stretch on the top of the leg as well as the bottom of the leg and the back of the leg. And now shift forward to a low lunge. You can bring the block with you. Press the left hand on the block or on the mat. Send the right arm up. Easy twist. And options to lift the back knee off the mat. Lift the hips higher. Pronate the right arm. Turn the palm facing the left. Again, hug the front knee towards the midline. That lines up the knee joints with the ankle. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee, the right arm. Now send the hips back to half split. Lift the toes up, ankle flexed. Finding the nice stretch on the hamstring. Check to see if the left hip is directly over the left knee. If the hips are swaying towards the left, make it back to neutral. You might walk your hands forward and fold over the leg for a deeper stretch. Feeling the stretch on the hamstring, through the glutes and the lower back. Back to your hands and shift forward. Draw the right leg back. Neutral tabletop. Step the left foot forward. Have the block on the right side. Either press on the block or hands on the mat. Lift the back knee off the mat. Hug the front left knee towards the center line. Chest is lifted. Lower the back knee. Bring the block with you. Send the hips back. Keep the toes down, pressing against the mat. Chest lifted. Hips are square. Energetically press down the big toe of the left foot. Now shift forward to a low lunge. Right hand on the mat or on the block. Send the left arm up. Easy twist. And lift the back knee off the mat. Turn the left palm facing the right side. Remember to hug the front knee towards the midline. The tendency is the knee might flare to the left. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the back knee. Send the hips back to half split. Front ankle flexed, toes pointing up. You might stay on your fingertips or on the block. Keep the spine lengthened. Stretching the hamstring. Or fold over the leg. Walk your hands beyond the foot. Adding the stretch through the glutes in the lower back. Walk the hands back. Draw the left leg back to neutral tabletop. Send the right arm up. Roll the arm. Front and back to front. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale, thread needle. Right shoulder and right ear to the mat. Stack the left elbow directly over the left wrists. And the palm have this twisting sensation. You're twisting counterclockwise against the mat. They help to plug the head of the arm bone into the shoulder socket.
Finding the stretch between the shoulder blades, the compression in the chest, and the nice twist in the spine. You can decide how much to dial into this twist by the amount of pressure you apply on the left hand. Take your breath to the right side of your belly. One more inhale and exhale. Next breath, draw the right arm up and slowly release the hand down. Send the left arm up. Roll the arm. Inhale, reach the fingertips high. Exhale, thread the needle. Left shoulder and left ear to the mat. Finding the twisting sensation on the right palm. This time, clockwise. Plug the head of the arm bone into the shoulder socket. Send the hips to the left. Press down the palm. Inhale, draw the left arm up. Exhale, left palm down. Curl the toes. Lift the hips high to downward facing dog. And pedal your feet. Move the hips around. Walk your hands back towards the feet for ragdoll. Interlace the elbows. Let your head and neck hang heavy. Sway a little from side to side, releasing tension from the lower spine. And switch up your arms. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Release the palms to the mat. Walk your hands forward to a plank pose. Shift your shoulders to directly over the elbows. Once again, finding the twisting sensation on both hands. Right hand clockwise, left hand counterclockwise. The crease of the elbow facing forward. Draw your core in tight. One more inhale. Exhale, lower the knees down. Send the hips up. Walk your hands forward to a puppy pose. Stack the hips directly over the knees. Elbows are lifted, finding the stretch through the armpits, the obliques. Lower the elbows down. Slide your torso forward, your belly down. Come onto the elbows. Shoulders are directly above.
Press down the toes. Energetically draw the elbows towards the midline. At the same time, draw the elbows towards your hips. Lift your chest. Now you feel the engagement of the entire lower spine. Lift the shoulders a little higher. Pressing down the elbows firmly against the floor. Breathe into your lower back. One more breath. Lower the chin down. Bring the elbows to the side. Right ear to the mat. Come back to the elbows, and then actually on your belly, send the arms on your side. Keep the arms floating, and we're getting ready to soar up like the bird. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your legs and your arms, and ready to fly. Float yourself on the soft part of your belly. And squeeze the shoulder blades together with each breath. We're flying against gusty winds. The wings have to pump harder. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders lifted. Squeeze the shoulder blades, thighs higher. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, keep the chest lifted. 1, good job. Lower the chin down. Left ear to the mat. You might bring the arms down by your sides, palms face up. Let the heels to flap to the side. Bring the chin back to center. Place your hands by your waists. Curl the toes. Relax your necks. And begin to push into the hands and lift your chest. And begin to round your spine. Walk your knees up a step. Round into your spine. Press the spine as high as you can. Now send the hips towards your feet. We're neutralizing the spine. Up the spinal muscle strengthening we just did. And now relax your forehead down. And now we're going to flex our muscles, friends. Into the nose. As you exhale, squeeze your calf muscles tight. Squeeze into it. Hold to a count of 10. The hips might be lifting up a little bit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And releasing down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze into the calves. Make it tight. If one of the calf muscles doesn't respond, you might lift the hips a little higher and kind of move your hips left or right, or rock your feet. See if that helps. Hold and release.
Our muscles get weaker if we don't work on them. We experience atrophy. And atrophy on the calf seems most obvious because they often wakes you up at night. And we're going to do this one more time. Squeeze into the muscles. Hold to a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze it tight. 4, 3. We're almost there. 2, and 1. Release your hips down. Relax. And push into your hands. Sitting on your heels. And move the hips off the heels to the left. Extend the legs long in front of you. Knees are slightly bent. We're going to shake the legs, just tapping against the mats. Keep the left leg extended. Bring the right heel in. Right foot against the inner thigh. Left ankle flexed. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. One leg forward fold. Hands reaching towards the leg. You might hold on to any part of the leg. Try to draw the left side of the belly towards the left thigh. From here, move both hands to the outside of the left leg. Hands press against the floor. Now you're finding a very sweet twist on the spine. At the same time, you're still stretching the leg. You might press the right elbow against the leg, finding this beautiful balance between stretch and twist. Maybe even looking toward the left shoulder. Your body makes the call to stretch more or to twist more. Slowly bring the hands back to the leg. Stretch. Continue to move the hands to the right side of the leg. Press the left elbow on the floor if that's available, and press the elbow against the inner thigh. Reach the right arm up. Reach the arm higher. Stretching into the obliques, ribs. Press down the back of the left foot. From here, you might move the right arm across the space all the way to your back. Bring the right hand to your lower back, the back of the hand touching the back. Or you might even send the fingertips to search for the crease of the left hip. Lift the shoulder a little higher. Finding this stretch across the hip joints on the back from the right side of the hip. Try to keep the right knee down. And slowly turn your torso towards the floor. Bring the right arm
forward to meet the left. Then walk the hands towards your hips. Lift the chest up. Bring the right palm behind. Place it on the mat. Now lift the left arm and the hips up. Everything's up. Beautiful stretch. Send the left hand towards the back of your head. One more deep inhale. Exhale, lower the hips down. And switch up the legs. Extend the right leg in front of. Flex the ankle. Bring the left heel to the inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Fold over the leg. Keep the foot flexed. When we're stretching this leg, you also like lengthening the heel forward towards the edge of the mat. You now walk the hands to the right side of the leg. Apply appropriate pressure on the hands, hiding the twist. Look to the right shoulder. The left arm can be straight or bent with the elbow pressed against the leg. Walk the hands back to the leg. Fold over and stretch. Try to bring the belly to the thigh. Walk your hands to the left side of the leg. Press down the elbow and on the floor, then press it against the inner thigh. Send the left arm up. If the elbow doesn't go quite that low, use the wrists, press against the inner thigh. Truly reach the left fingertips higher. Elongate. Now move the arm across the space to the back. Bring it to your lower spine, maybe above the right hip, or tuck the fingers between the hip crease. Keep the shoulder lifted. Bring the left arm back, up, and then place it on the floor. Lift the hips up. Big stretch through the right toe, through the right fingertips. Press into the hips. Squeeze the glutes. Lengthen the top of the feet on both sides. Lower the hip down. Bend the knees and hug your chest towards your thigh.
Cross the forearm over your shin and just lengthen forward, and then relax your head down towards your knees. You might begin to round your spine a little. Give yourself a nice hug. Self-love. It feels good if you have your hands hold on to the bottom of the feet. When you're doing that, press the feet against your hands and then really press into your spine. You're finding this stretch on the lower back. As if you're in a cat pose, but restrained cat. Yes, we're the restrained cat. And release. Lengthen the chest upward, sending the crown of the head up towards the sky. Then walk your toes further away from your hips. Hands on the knees. Begin to lean back. Engage the core. Boat pose. This is boat. Or you can lift one leg up, and second leg up, arms long. I'm going to hold here. Squeeze the core. Make it tight. Pretty soon we're going to shake. I find by pumping the arms, it will help to hold this pose. Slowly exhale, open the arms. Then take inhale, then next exhale, squeeze the arms. In, out, squeeze the arms. In, out, open the arms. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. Are we feeling the burn? Last 3, 2, 1. Hands grab onto your thigh and release the feet down. Lengthen the chest forward towards your thighs. And begin to slowly make your way down on the mat. Knees are pointing towards the ceiling. Feet are hip width. And now drop the knees to the right. And then bring them up. Drop them to the left. Windshield wiper your knees. Bring the knees back to center. Place the left ankle over the right knee. Hands grab behind the right leg. and pull the knee towards the right shoulder. Supine figure 4. This is a great hip opener. Pull the knee towards the right shoulder instead of towards the center of the chest. Left elbow press away the left leg. Help to draw the left hip towards the floor. Try to keep it in contact. Lower the right foot down, arms out to the side, and drop the knees to the right. Look to the left and twist. Right hand hold down the top leg. Bring the knees back up to center and switch up the legs. Right ankle over the left leg. Supine figure 4 on the second side. Pull the knee towards the left shoulder and right elbow press against right leg, drawing the right hip down. Over the left foot, down to the mat. Arms out to the side, drop the knees to the left, and twist to the right. Bring the knees back to center. Send the legs up, like up the wall in the middle of the room. You might use a block and place the block underneath your sacrum. If the shoulder stand is in your practice, you might move into a shoulder stand. But please do not look away, only looking up towards your feet. When you're in shoulder stand, elbows firmly planted on the mat, palms holding the middle spine. Send the toes up towards the ceiling. Feeling the blood moving away from your feet, rejoining circulation. And this is great for the lymphatic systems as well. Bend the knees Hands firmly supporting the spine. If you have used the block for leg up the wall, remove the block and then slowly slide your spine through your hands. Lower the hips down, legs down, feet down. Bring the feet together. Place your hands underneath your glutes, elbows underneath your ribs. Inhale. As you exhale, press the elbow against the mat and lift your chest to a fish pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. And mindfully lower your head back down to the mat. Take your arms from under your body. Bend the knees, hands grab onto your feet. Happy baby. Rock yourself left and right. Feeling the contentment. Now bring the knees together, hands holding over the kneecaps or behind the knees. Begin to rock yourself front and back to massage the entire spine. And curl yourself up like a ball. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Shavasana. Release the legs down and flop the toes out. Arms long by your sides, palms face up. Tuck your chin slightly. Lengthen the back of the neck. And begin to allow your body to relax.
You bring your awareness back. Wiggle your toes and your fingers. And roll your neck to the left. Draw the left ear towards the mat. And slowly roll all the way to the right. Draw the right ear towards the mat. And roll your neck back to neutral. And roll yourself to your right side. Finding a fetal position. With your eyes remain closed, assist yourself up to a comfortable seat. Guide your hands to heart center. Gently bow for our time together on the mat today. Bring your thumbs to the third eye for kind thoughts. Thumbs to your mouth for kind words. Thumbs to your heart for kind deeds. Namaste.